Hey guys, welcome back to Sweet Creek Thrift. If you're new here, my name is Candy, and today I have a haul video for you guys from multiple trips that I took to Goodwill's over multiple different date ranges. So I'm gonna try to kind of crush through them because I've been delaying getting this filmed, and so I have a whole bunch of random stuff, both obviously clothing items, but also have hard good items and shoes and even some kids clothes. And I don't do a lot of kids clothes, but I did get a couple items of kids clothes to share with you guys. So I'm gonna jump into it, but before I do, I had promised that on this video I was gonna go ahead and share with you guys. I had picked up my hung up my photos above my desk. So I've had an office renovation. I've been working on it a little bit at a time, but I have painted all my walls pink. I really wanted a pink office. And so I'm gonna kind of just selfie stick this thing. But I did hang up my photos. I have a puzzle that I put together. It's kind of hard to see from here, but if I come up closer, you can kind of see it. It's a puzzle. I finally broke down and bought a frame for it at Hobby Lobby, and I ended up paying $40 to get the frame, but it's gonna go with my office because my desk is white with a gold trim, as you can see. And then all of my pictures, I've had this one I found at a Goodwill at one point, and it had a gold frame, so kind of went with my overall theme. I've had this one in a box since we moved to Texas, which was 6 years ago, and I finally pulled it out of the box and cleaned up the frame because it was kind of dirty, but it also matches. This I put together a little collage of little quotes and stuff that I had done, a little craft project at one point. And then I just recently got all these cute little shelves at Dollar General, so they came in a set of 4. So I hung up the shelves. I could turn on my little, I don't really have anywhere else to put this right now, but I have a cute little it's like a shelf one. It's like a little LED heart, so I just put it there right now, but it plugs in right here on my desk, so it doesn't have a long cord, and it doesn't really sit on those shelves. I tried putting it up on a shelf, but I did get those. And then I have my headset for work because it's my work setup. So I put a hook on the wall for my my headphones that I wear for work when I'm taking calls. Woo, that's a terrible picture, but anyways. And then I have this cute little shelf that I also got at Dollar General, that it was from the summer one, I think, so they had it at $2. It was half price. And then I have my cute little Marie that I've had since I think my grandma had her. And so from the movie, I think it's Marie anyways, from the movie The Aristocats. And then, yeah, and then I was able to get my Be Still and Know That I'm God. This is a metal frame, kind of like a metal, I don't even know how, like a wall, but it's metal. If you ever watched Magnolia, Chip and Joanna Gaines' show Fixer Upper, and then they had Jimmy Don, he would do metal work for Joanna, would go and contract him to do signs and stuff. So I actually got that from his place in Waco. When I went, they had a shop right across from Magnolia's entrance, and he has a little pull up where he would park right there. And I got it the first year we moved to, maybe the second year we were in Texas. And so anyways, but that's one of my favorite Bible verses, so I was really, really happy about that. So anyways, I haven't put the shelf cabinets over here, the doors on this actually came in our house when we first moved here, this whole hutch thing. It's actually an upper part and a lower part, and we do have doors. My doors are right down here in this crack. I really need to hang them up, but yeah, so, and I need to put some hardware on the drawers and stuff. But then I've got these, they're not all the same shapes because I kind of miscalculated. That's okay. It still flows, and I'm gonna get a few more. And then I have my desk, and here's a sneak peek of what I'm gonna show you. But I have my desk right here where I do my shipping, and they have sent me so many boxes, you guys. I've got those 2 boxes are full of these. Wow, this is really a selfie stick issue, guys. This packaging, it's the Ground Advantage. Here, I'll just grab one. It's kind of like the padded envelopes, the 10 by 13s. But yeah, they sent me so many of these things, which is fine because this is what I kind of used a lot for Poshmark anyways. But they literally sent me those 2 boxes down there, this box up here at the very top, And then I have the box that I just showed you, half full. And in this cabinet, I have the ones that I used to send out here. So I kept a few in case I do have any priorities. And then I have this supplies here. And then I have some other miscellaneous stuff. And then I have more of my like shipping. Like look at all this stuff they've sent me. And I've got more coming. I have 2 more packages of boxes out in the living room. Yeah, like I think because I'd sent in an order on email and they didn't respond saying they had gotten it or anything. So I didn't know, and I waited over a week and I hadn't heard anything, and people were getting their boxes and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe I did it wrong. So I just redid it. And so now I'm just reaping 2 emails worth of stuff, I guess. I don't know, but I will be supplied for a very, very, very long time. So anyways, and yeah, and any of the stuffed animals that I'm selling, or if it's just like a personal animal that I just want to display, it's going to go up there. So yeah, just kind of like for funsies. And like my little pink chair also has gold legs, and I have a second one out at the dining room table right now. But eventually I'm going to get a second desk like this one and have it kind of like across the wall here. So that way I can do like, I'm going to put like a vanity light up above it, and that way I can do like makeup and hair and stuff, but I can also like do crafts and like scrapbooking and stuff like that, because I'm kind of wanting to do my scrapbooking again. So I'm eventually going to have it all set up to do like a little bit of crafts in here as well, which will be fun. Maybe puzzles and stuff like that, but I don't do puzzles as much. Usually we do it like Christmas time, that sort of thing. So anyways, now that I've thoroughly bored everybody, it just finally we'll get to the actual point of this actual video, which is the actual clothing and items that I'm going to be reselling. I resell part-time on Poshmark, eBay, Depop, and Mercari. I will say Mercari, like I said in the previous videos, Mercari I haven't had any sales yet, but I have just recently in the last couple months started posting on there, and only because I'm now on the Nifty app, and so it allows you to cross post to both places. And so I have been, you know, it's easy to cross post basically, so I've been able to do that. So anyways, I'm gonna get into these. Okay, yeah, as I'm knocking stuff over, and okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm trying to put my little like stands where they don't hit each other, but okay. I've also got my book stand, so yeah. Okay, so hopefully I don't knock you over this time. All right, now I'm gonna get into the actual show and tell part of this video, and I keep feeling like I'm not able to. I want to be able to not knock stuff over. Okay, so the first video, let's say the first 3 like items, I guess you could say, I went to Goodwill on September 20th, and I only picked up a few items on that particular trip. So the first would be this set of 3 cups. So I'm gonna put these 2 down. They're all identical, but it's like a really interesting mug where it has like a jean pattern, I guess, and then it does say Miller on it. And then when I was doing like comps for these, I had actually seen these at the store maybe a week or 2 before I picked these up, and then orange was the color that day, so I had picked them up when they were half price rather than paying full price, because they wanted $2.69 per cup. So I ended up paying $1.35 each, and then total of all 3 cups was $4.05. I have seen people posting and selling similar cups for about $9 each, so I could probably earn somewhere between $25 and $27, kind of in that price range. Something that I did notice is that oftentimes you'll see this section has different names on it, so I kind of wonder if like people would just write their own information on this when they received the cup or when they bought the cup or something. I just thought that was interesting. So, and it kind of looks like, you know, and all 3 of these are all slightly different, like somebody did handwrite it with like a marker. So I don't know if this can come off. It might. I'd have to try. But anyway, so I picked these up, and I'm debating, I think I might just post them separately because, let me see if I can find, hold on, grab this box. So like I have these boxes that I get at Walmart, and they are a 6x6x6, and it's literally the perfect size for mugs and like padding and stuff. So I think I might just sell them individually. That way I can just use this box. And then I think I can sell them for about $9 each that way, and then I'll earn more money for them. So that's what I'm thinking. Plus I follow a gal on on TikTok, and I've talked about her in the past, but she sells plates and stuff like that. But she will buy like groups of plates, but then she sells them individually rather than as sets. So I kind of like to me, that kind of makes sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just sell these. And if somebody wants them all, they can buy them all, and then I'll just have to do packaging differently. The next item is, I think this one, which I did take out of the frame and clean it up. Yeah, this is the next one. So this is a framed, like, it's basically like a lithograph picture. It is a little where you can see kind of like on the actual picture itself on the paper that it does have some like wear age marks, but it's like a picture frame 1950s New York Public Library, and it's, I think, from the Donald Art Co. print company maybe. And so, and I'm not sure if it's either by Daniel Clark or Timothy Clark, but it has the Clark right here. And so when I was doing research, I was trying to figure out, but they both did watercolor. I think Daniel Clark learned watercolor from Timothy Clark, or vice versa. But anyways, I did think that this might be worth it. And one of the reasons I picked it up is because it has a number on the back, and I thought maybe that would be like an addition or something. So I don't know, but I did take out this and clean the glass and everything, the frame and the glass up. It's a little like loose. The framing is not exactly attached. It has like nail holes. So anyway, it's not the best framing, but that's the way it came. So I did pay $4.69. I think I can get $35 to $85 for this item, but I have to figure out, like, I don't know. I'll just get it posted. Put that back so it doesn't get broken. Okay, the next item is the orange glass. Don't you like my outfit? I'm hot, but I wanted to wear like a nice sweater at the top for the video, but I'm hot, so I'm wearing shorts. Okay, so I picked up this glass. And there's the price tag on that side, but like it has these like horse medallions, and you see that rainbow color effect, and then it has like a really unique shape. So I looked this up, and I've seen like some that had sold for like pretty good money, like $85 for one of these. But I've also seen some sales at $25. So I did pick it up just to see. It was $6.79, and I figured it was worth trying. So I'm going to get this posted, and I'm hoping to sell it between $25 and $85. So let me put this one down. So out of this particular 3 items, I had invested $15.53. And my estimated sales will be like around 85 between all 3, just taking into account the low end and not the high end. So my profit range will be somewhere between 69 and 181, depending on like if they sell for more. But, you know, so it could be as low as $69 profit. Okay, so then I'm going to move to the next trip that I went to Goodwill. And that was on September 27th. And then I did get some more hard goods. So let's say I got 3 of these cups, and they are Christmas cups. And then I'm going to put these down so I don't have to hold them all. But I did a Google Lens to kind of see like what this cup, like who manufactured it. Right now the sticker's over it. I don't know if it'll come off, but I didn't think about taking it off to show you. But essentially it's by Spode, and it's their Christmas tree mug ceramic, and then I even have a number S3324-A13 beverage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat this up to get that off, but I only paid $1.39 each, and I got 3 of them. I should be able to sell them for about like like $5 to $8 per cup. So I should make somewhere between 12 and 15 for this set. So I've seen like sales where it was like a set of 4 for $20. So I'm just going to estimate about $5 each. So I have seen some sell individually though for about $8. So that's where I got my 5 to 8 range. I invested a total of $4.17 in 3 cups. So if I can make like 12 to 15, it's not a big profit, but it'll be a little bit of a profit. But I am thinking about just selling them individually again. That way I can, again, stick them in those boxes. So I am going to get these posted. And then the next item is, oh, it's, okay, yeah, it's back here, you guys. I'm going to try not to knock my, I didn't pull this one out. It is underneath this stuff. Let me grab it. I don't think I showed you guys this on a previous video. I'm pretty sure not because it was part of this. But I got this DVD / VCR Hitachi DVD VCR combo. It also has MP3 playback and CDR, CD rewrite, DVD /R compatibility. I do need to test it. Let me put it back down. It's kind of heavy and I don't have a remote for it, so it's going to make it a little bit trickier, but I am going to test it out and see if it works and everything. But that I paid $6.79 for, and the profits are around, or like the estimated sales range is 30 to 50. So I'm hoping to get at least 30 and then, but maybe 50. And so I should be able to make a good profit off that one. And then the next one is this M&M's. It's an M&M's 1999 Happy Holidays tin. That was just like, probably came with M&M's in it at Christmas time as like a little promotional like Christmas gift thing. And so I did pay $2.69 for this. There are a bunch of these for sale. I just thought it was super cool. I did not look it up at the store, so this was probably a mistake. And you know, I could always use it, which is totally fine. I might use it as like a gift or gifting somebody perhaps if it doesn't sell, but I'm gonna guess it won't sell just because there are a bunch posted and no sales. But if I were to sell it, I would hope to get like $5 to $10 range. So I probably should not have picked this item up. But I thought it was really cute. It's also in excellent condition. So I know it's from 1999. That was the year that I got married. So it was kind of interesting. Okay, so the next item is, okay, I'm not going to grab all of them, but I did get 5 of these IKEA frames. They're like little cube. They don't actually have a hanger, so I think you're supposed to like stick it on a shelf or something and put like stuff in it. So kind of almost like a little shadow box, but it's the IKEA Riba cube frame black shadow box, size small. They're about 5.5 by 5.5 inch squares, and I did pay $2.69 each. This is something that we could either use in our house, but they do sell, so I think I'm going to try selling them. I've seen people sell like 2 for $20, kind of in that range. So I'm hoping to get for 5 of them like a $30 to $40 range as like a sales price. So we'll see. They're all in really good condition. And then the next item is this Philips Sonicare sensitive. The local one that I go to, they get stuff from Amazon, and like I think they get like return pallets maybe, and then they put it out. So I thought it was brand new, but when I got home I realized that this side was cut and it is missing one of the 3 heads, so it is not brand new. And I did pay actually this was half price. I paid $1.85, so I'm not really out that much money. I am going to see if it fits my daughter's. I think she has a Sonicare, so if it fits hers, I'm probably going to have her just use these rather than selling it. But I can still sell it, you know, as a new 2-pack, like open box, and just say one of them's out and there's 2 left, brand new. If I do that, I could maybe get $5 to $10. Okay. The next item is, let's see here. Okay, a clothing item. Okay, so the first item of clothing is this pair of Air Jordan sweatpants, and these are kind of like a basketball. It has the red Jumper Man logo, and then it does have like this logo over here, and it has like a zip at the bottom for people that don't want to take their shoes off. They're trying to put it on. And then on the back, it does have like this logo here too, and a zipper pocket right here. So these are in really good condition, and it's a size medium. So yeah, I thought that was fun. My husband's actually like always been a fan of Michael Jordan, so I kind of do look at any of like the Jordan gear when I see it. But this item I paid $4.79, and I think I can relist or sell it for about $25 to $50 actually, depending on like, I've seen different comps and I'm not sure where I can get it, so I might try to list high and just see and then lower it later. And then the next two items are for my t-shirt shop whenever I do it. This one was a, like the Looney Tunes Toon Squad. And so this is from Space Jam, and they're all playing basketball. So I thought that was kind of cute. It does not have a tag at all, so I don't have a size, which I shouldn't have picked up because I really need sizes. But if I had to estimate, it's a medium large and probably more of a medium. I paid $1.45, so it was half price, and I think I can resell it somewhere between $5 and $10. I did see several posted, so I don't think I'm going to be able to sell it for that much. And then this one also did not have a tag, but I did Google Lens it. It had a really fun, well, I don't really like snakes, but I know there's a lot of you that love snakes and stuff, so it had this kind of like unique snake and rose graphic, and then it says Tijuana brand, Sweet Heat. So it's actually the tequila brand, and it does not have a tag, so I don't have an exact size on this, but if I had to guess, it's probably like a large or extra, probably more like an extra large. And I only paid $1.45 for this, and again, I think I can get like $5 to $10. And then the next item is a St. John's Bay t-shirt, and the reason I got it was because of the graphic. So it does have the guitar, and it's like a beer theme. It says rock and blues, premium quality lager, and then 40% alcohol, but it says light in New Orleans, Louisiana. So anyways, I thought that somebody would like it just specifically for the graphic. It's also really good material, quality, thick material. So this is a well-made t-shirt, and it's by St. John's Bay, and it's a 2XL or 2XL. So it's a good sized t-shirt. I did pay also $1.45, and I think I can actually get more like 10 or 15 for that one, maybe 10, but 10 to 15 is my range. And then this item I wasn't really looking for, but when I walked by it, I noticed this tag here, and it made me stop just to look. And that is a brand called Magnetic Me, which I have followed some YouTubers that talk about it. This one's a 2T. That the Magnetic Me is because it uses magnets instead of snaps, as you can see. So inside the fabric is the magnets. So that way you don't have to sit there and like fiddle with buttons and snaps. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I did get it home before I realized that she does have a couple of light stains that kind of blend in because of the material, but it's like right here. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. I'm going to try OxyClean, but if it doesn't, I don't know that I'll get that much for it. I only paid $1.10 though, and if I don't, if it doesn't come out, I'll disclose that, but I think I'll still get like 5 to 10 just because of the brand. And then the next item is a Ralph Lauren Made for Dillard's men's blazer suit jacket that's 100% wool. And I put gray with white stripes, so it has like a gray and white striping going on. Now this item, it is like a Made for Dillard's, but because it is Ralph Lauren, I thought that it would be worth, and then because it's wool, that it would be worth picking up. It's in excellent condition. I didn't see anything wrong, no stains or anything. So this item I got for $2.40. I think it was half price also. I should be able to flip it for about 15 to 30 range. I did go down the blazers, so I got a couple blazers. So this one is a Turnberry, however you say that. Here you go. I can't seem to get it to hold up right. Turnberry. Okay, so this one is a suit jacket, also 100% wool. And it has like a nice brown, oh, I can't remember the name of this pattern, but it's kind of like a plaid, brown and blue plaid, black? I don't know if it's blue. It kind of looks bluish, but it's more like brown and gray and black, I guess. But anyways, it's very nice. Nice quality. It looks extra clean. So yeah, that's going to be a nice one. I think I'll be able to flip that pretty good. That one I also paid $2.40 for, and I think I can actually get 35 to 55 range. The next one is a J. Crew Hacking size 8. And then this one is kind of more of a women's blazer, so it has like a women's style cut, and the buttons, it's kind of more of like an old world English kind of schoolboy kind of look. So I think that's what I'm going to use for the coats, but it's more modern, and I think it's also, so it's 55% wool and 45% polyester. The lining, I will say, is acetate, so that's not a great, but because it does have a wool blend, I decided to pick it up. They did have it priced up. However, this was half price. So they wanted $11.79, and I got it when the black was half price. So I paid $5.90, and I think I can get about 25 to 30 for this one. And then the last item for this trip, I found these Crocs. And the reason I picked up these Crocs specifically is, as you can see, is all of the stitch gibbets that are on these. Was crazy amount of stitch gibbets. So I saw that and I walked by and I was like, oh, they have these priced way up. But no, they had it at $6.79, and my store prices shoes like crazy high. I rarely even look at the shoes that much, but I'll walk by occasionally and just look. But honestly, I've already learned my lesson that they have things priced so ridiculous there for shoes. But I mean, yeah, anyway, so I decided just to go ahead and go for it. They're in still pretty good condition. Overall, they have a really fun, like, multicolor, kind of like almost like a psychedelic tie-dye colorway to them. They are a juniors, size 1. So anyways, I only paid $6.79, and I guess I forgot to I forgot to estimate how much these are going to go for. So I did sell a pair of youth Crocs that had no gibbets, and they were just super plain and really worn out. I sold them for $10. So I think I'll get more than 10 for these, but I don't know how much. So maybe like 15, 20, something like that. Maybe 25 if I'm lucky. So I guess I don't have this in my total profit, but I did pay $56.68 for all the items, and my estimated sales is supposed to be $207 to $335. So let's just go with that. So that makes my estimated profit around $150 to $700, or sorry, not $700, $150 to $278, kind of in that range. And that puts us on to my third Goodwill trip, which was on October 1st. And on that trip, I did pick up, let's say I have about 19 more items and several clothing items and some hard good items. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys those, and then we'll wrap it up. So the first item I picked up was a book. So I have picked up a few books here and there. I have noticed that some YouTubers talk about books. They do mention that if it's something that's like an educational, like mechanical, like how stuff works, like those kind of books that are almost like if you think of like a professor doing like research on something, those kind of books, like educational that way. So I saw this one and I thought, okay, that looks kind of educational, might be interesting. It was a nice thick, heavy book. It was from a library originally, but this is a book on the history of the Burlington lines of trains. And so I thought I'm going to look that one up and see. And the books are only $1.60, so I didn't have to pay too much for it. It is heavy, and it was from the Seattle Public Library, but then down here it says that they sold it, and then the guy, whoever it was, wrote in that it was this person's now. So, and I did some research on this, and then used first editions, this is a first edition, used first edition sell between 20 and 35 range. So, you know, I'm hoping to get a $20 at least, maybe 25 sales out of this. Maybe I'll get lucky and get like a 30 or 35 sale. So I'll start it high and then I might have to go down. I did see a first edition kind of similar. It's not got like the library that I can tell. I didn't actually go look at their listing, but it doesn't have any like library thing on the front. And they had it posted for like $39, so, and it's active. So I think if I post it a little bit lower, I should be able to be like the first to get a hit, hopefully. But yeah, so we're gonna go for 20 to 35 range. The next item is Heelys. I found these Heelys. They are in pretty good condition overall. And the Heelys on the back. And then they have the Heely here. So I don't have the tool that goes with them. But these are a men's size 9, or I guess a youth. I'm sure like a teenage boy can wear these. But it is a size 9, and then there's the inside logo. They're in pretty good condition. You can see very minor wear. Even the toes, there's like a tiny little mark. But overall, for being what they are, they're in really good condition. I only paid $6.40, and I could flip these for hopefully around 20 to 35. Kind of in that range. I have seen some in the 20s, some in the 35, so I think I'll again start high and then see if I get anybody to buy them that way. This is a pair of New Balance Fresh Foam shoes. They have like the Fresh Foam logo here. They're a little bit dirty, so I'm gonna throw these in the wash and clean them up a bit. But they are pretty good condition overall, like the toes and everything are in really good condition. I also always say this, but I always put my hand in and check to make sure there's no like wear out marks in the toe area. And then, you know, when you're testing shoes at the store, you want to do a bend test to make sure that like it's not gonna like break apart. So I do kind of do that with any kind of shoes. I try to make sure I'm checking their soles and that there's no like major issues. And then I did pay $8.80 for this pair, and I think it only flipped for 20 to 30, but I had seen quite a few sales. So, and this is a men's 10, men's size 10, so decent size. All right, what's next? Okay, another outfit, or this one is another kid's one that I picked up. I've been looking for some unique vintage, especially like overalls that have, you know how people talk about vintage kids overalls that could do well. My shirt just got, but I thought that was a really cute design. It has like the little fireman Dalmatian scene. So, and they're like shortals, not like they're overalls, but shortals, so they're shorts. Super cute. It is a size 9, 6 to 9 months, and it's by a brand called Vitamins Kids. I'll show you the tag here. This I don't think you need to memorize, but just the style I think will help these sell. And so I did pay $2.40, and I'm thinking I can sell it between 15 and 30. So hopefully I can get a little more out of those, just for the style being like a fireman theme, that sort of thing. The next item is a Lane Bryant shirt that I'm probably keeping for myself. As it's kind of like a soft, almost like a sweater material, but it's kind of lightweight, a little bit, like if you stretch it out, you can kind of see through it, which you probably can't on that. And obviously Lane Bryant's not a great brand, so not something that I would necessarily always pick up, but I don't mind their clothes. For me, they fit well. And this is a size 22, 24. So I think this would be a cute one. You'll probably see me wear this in a video very soon. I'll probably wear it for a while at least. I might try selling it if it doesn't fit right, but it was $5.60, and really you could only get like maybe 10 or 15, 20, kind of in that range. There is a snag, but I have a tool that I use for snags to pull the snag to the inside. So I'm not super worried about that. But I love it, and then it's lightweight, so I can, and I like V-necks. So this one's not, but I do like V-necks. So I think I'll really like wearing this for the fall. So I'm going to keep this for a while, but I might eventually sell it. So I put it in my list so I can look back and make sure I knew how much I paid for it. So as long as it's still usable, I'll probably sell it later. And then I picked up a two-piece set of pajamas. So it is like a thermal, kind of cute little like thermal. This is like a jogger style. So like the bottom of the pants have like the little like cuffs. And it's red and white stripes. So I thought that was so adorable that somebody might like this for like Christmas. So I did pick it up. It's by this brand called Auden Sleepwear. So anyways, this is not something that I would memorize. It doesn't look like they sell for that much. Whoops. I really can't seem to do this right. Okay, there we go. Auden Sleepwear. And it was an extra large, so it's a decent size. And it was in really good condition. I'm going to wash it before I post it. But overall, it looks, I don't see any flaws or anything on it. So, and I'm sure somebody just wore it for Christmas and never wore it again. So I'm going to get that posted. And it's $4.80 is how much I paid. I think I'll only be able to sell it for $15 to $25. If I went off that brand's, you can go by, you're fine. My husband's wanting to walk through. If I went off that brand, I don't think that it would sell for quite as much, but I'm going to just try to keyword it because I think if somebody's looking for like Christmas pajamas, they're going to look for like red and white striped Christmas pajamas for a woman. And then I'm going to just try to use keywords and see if I can get it to sell that way. I think it'll go for more that way. The next item I thought was a women's, but it turns out it's a boys' youth. But it's a Polo Ralph Lauren gray jogger sweatpants that has the little logo here, the horse and rider. They do have pockets, and then of course here's the tag, which we all know what Polo Ralph Lauren looks like, but there you are. It is a size large, 14 to 16 in a youth boys sizing. So not what I thought, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily sell for much less than probably a women's would have. So I paid $4.30, and I do think they'll sell for around 12 to 18 range. The next item is this really cute page top, and it's a black velvet burnout material. You can see it has like this cute little floral pattern, and then it has these like spaghetti strap tie strings, but it's a really kind of like flowy, lightweight, obviously semi-sheer tank top that I thought somebody would like. And it is by the Page brand, and it's a size large, so it's a good size. And then when I was looking at the tag on the inside, this item is a silk blend. Let me see. It's 65% rayon and 35% silk, and it does have a lining that's 100% polyester. But it is a really pretty, very good condition. So I thought somebody would like that. So anyways, I picked that one up, and I paid $4. I think I can flip it for 10 to 20, so I'm hoping for the higher range. Just because the brand Page, and I couldn't find Page, any of those specifics, for sale or for like that have sold or for sale, so wasn't able to comp exactly. But if you looked up like velvet burnout tank top, like I kind of went off that too. And then the next item is a pair of pajama pants. These are Disney, and I'm thinking I might keep these as well. So actually several of these items I might wear a couple times and then post, but this item is going to be hard to sell, so I might just keep them for myself. But it is a size large, and it's a Disney Mickey Mouse kind of just like cozy pajama jogger style pants, pajama pants. I did pay $4.30, and if I were to sell it, I could sell it for maybe 7 to 15. But again, it's not, I don't think it's like an easy sell, because there's like over 300 listed and like 20 sells in this size anyways. So like I think that it would be like, it would take a really long time to sell it unless somebody just really liked the pattern. So I'm gonna try them on, and if they fit great, then I might just wear them at home for a while for the winter this year. The next item was this pair of jogger waffle knit pants. You can see I went down this rack, and so this was by the brand Gap body, and it was a size large, and it's a light, kind of like a light gray color, and they do have pockets. It's a really good condition. I thought somebody would like these, so I did only pay $3. It was half price, this tag, so I think I can sell it for 10 to 20 range, and I figured that it would be a decent enough flip. And waffle knit is super popular still, so I think a lot of people look up waffle knits, so I think that will help it sell. The next item I picked up that might not really sell until like spring, summer, or like maybe spring, but it is a white linen like jacket for women that is by the brand Charter Club, and it is a good size. It's a 1X. So I thought that this style was kind of cute. It's like a jacket button up, and it has these like front pouch pockets right here. And then the back of it has like a little gathered elastic in the waist area. So it would give it like a little bit of a form fitting. So I thought that was kind of nice. There was no like stains or anything that I could tell. So I think somebody will like this, but again, it may not sell this year. It may be like in the spring. But I went ahead and picked it up now just because it is 100% linen, and I paid $4.30, and I've seen range similar jackets selling between $18 and $30. And then this was a little like Aeropostale, kind of like the Y2K like look, but I don't think it's a Y2K because it's not their like Y2K logo or anything. But so this is more of a modern one. It is a size XL, and I thought it was cute. It has this like embroidered logo here. It has the long fitted kind of style like you would have seen in Y2K. So I will keyword it as Y2K style, but I won't mark it as like vintage because it's not. There is a few minor flaws, like I think on this sleeve, it has like a tiny pinhole right there. I think people will overlook that just for the colors. I didn't really see this colorway for sale, but I might have missed it. So anyways, I picked that one up for $5.60. I think I can sell for 15 to 25 range. The next one was a really cute little kid's dress, which is why I picked it up. It's another like little vintage style, and I thought it kind of like in my mind makes me think of Matilda, like the movie, but I might be wrong. Or it might have been a different, I have to look up and see, but I feel like there was a cute little like character that had this outfit on or something similar to this. If you know, maybe leave it in the comments. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun like little dress to, that somebody might be interested in. And so it's by this brand Official by Johnston, or Johnston, I think. And then it does not have a size. If I had to estimate, it's probably like a 4 or 5, something like that. So, and I've had 3 girls, so I think I'm a pretty good estimate, but I might be wrong. It's been a while since my kids are this size. So if I had to estimate, it's a 4 or 5. And this item I paid $3.20 for. I do think it'll sell for around 20 to 25. The next item I did recently wear in a video, but it's super cute. And it's this like peasant blouse. It is Rose and Thyme. It is a 3X, and it has these like buttons on the front right here. And kind of like a little peasant sleeve, like a 3/4 sleeve. And I like that it's like a light blue, so it's really pretty. And it's a good material. This is a linen and rayon blend. So kind of like a woven material, lightweight and comfortable. So yeah, I really like this one. I was thinking about keeping it, but I think I might try selling it too. And then if not, I'll keep it. But I paid $4.60, and I think I can sell it for about 15 to 25. The next item is by Westbound, which is a women's, and it is an extra large waffle knit, kind of like a popover sweater. Again, I might be able to wear this one, so I might put it on for a video, just so I don't always look in the same outfits. But it does have like a couple little buttons at the bottom down here, and then it has the V-neck that I like, but it's super cute. It's in excellent condition. It has like a nice like kind of like a wider at the bottom like waist like hemline. So yeah, I just think it's a really fun color. I like the color too, so That one I think I can resell. It was $460 as well, and I'm thinking again maybe 15 to 25 range based on my estimates. And then the next item, I did see a couple sales for this exact jacket. It's by Coldwater Creek, and it's like an open front blazer, and it is also a pretty blue. It's an extra large. It has a liner, but this one is a silk and linen exterior blend, so it's a really nice material. The lining is, I think, not. The lining is polyester, but the material outside, and I thought somebody's gonna like that. It's very nice, and it's an extra large, so it's a good size. So I did pay $480 for this one, and I think I can sell it for $20 to $30. And then the next item is another Coldwater Creek women's 2X, and it's a 20 to 22 size. It's a long sleeve ribbed, and it's kind of like a heavy sweater, and it's a little stretchy. So I may end up also trying this one on, you guys, because I really like it. But we'll see, and I might wear it once or twice, but it's heavy, and I've been having like I get hot, and then I get cold, and then I get hot, and then I get cold. So anyways, I don't know, but I might wear this a couple times, but I might just post it, I'm not sure. But anyways, it's really pretty too. That one I paid $460, and again, I'm just gonna estimate like 15 to 25 range for that. The next item was probably one of the other items I should not have picked up. I was thinking it was like a vintage My Little Pony, but I don't know what I was thinking. It's definitely not vintage, and I should have known that because like my girls were born after this. But anyways, it's really cute pajamas. It is a zip up, and it does have a little hood with like the little like colorful, the My Little Ponies mane. Anyways, so yeah, I thought that was a fun one, and I was thinking vintage, but it's not. So I did pay $2.40. I think I can only sell it for like $3 to $6. I can't get this box out of my way. So anyways, I think I can only sell it for $3 to $6. So I might hold on to it and like lot it. Let me move this. This box is driving me crazy. It keeps hitting my legs. I might wait and like lot it up with some other pajamas if I come across a few more in that like sizing. It was a size 4. So I could actually lot it with that dress, that vintage dress, but I don't think that it's really the same aesthetic. So I think I'll just try and like maybe hold on to it until I get like a couple more size 4s and then put them all together, something like that. And then the last item, you guys, on this particular video, and if you stuck around, I just want to say thank you so much, you guys. You guys are all amazing, and I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but I'm trying to get these. I still have a few more of my items that I shared with you guys on my last haul video that I haven't posted yet. So I'm trying to get through them. I only have like a handful left to get posted, but I wanted to get this stuff kind of going and get it posted. So this item is the last item, and this is, I don't know, if you guys been following me, you see I keep picking up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. I don't think it sells that fast, but it's also almost Christmas, so maybe somebody is going to be looking for that. But this is a blanket. I don't even know if you could see this big old graphic, but the back side is also super colorful and like has all this like comics. Anyways, it is a fun, it's like quilted, and it's like 5 feet wide, no, 5 feet long, probably like a 4 foot by 5 foot, I would guess, blanket. So it's a pretty good size. And yeah, it's like a quilted, almost like a puff, regular quilt style blanket. So I only paid $2.40, and it's in excellent condition. So I think I'm going to be able to sell it for like 15 to 25 again, in that range. Probably 20 though. I think I saw some $20 sales, 22, something like that. So I'm just going to estimate 15 to 25. So out of this 19 items, I had $81.70 invested. And if I sell them all, I think I'll get a sales price of around $275 to $464, depending if it sells low or high. And then the estimated profit is going to be about $193 to $382, and that's how much that I would actually earn once all of these items are sold. So that's it, you guys. I was just thinking, oh yeah, I was just like, I got distracted. I have ADD brain, but I was thinking this was the same Bible verse that's on that one, but it's my other sweater that I have by the same company. But no, anyways, I was gonna tell you about that. But anyways, I love this sweater. I got it like a year ago, but it's so cute. And it has a little Bible verse on it that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So anyways, it's really cute, but I love the colors. It's great for like fall season. But yeah, so I decided to wear it on my video. But anyways, that's it for this particular haul video, you guys. If you stuck around, like I said, thank you. Please hit like, and if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe. Or if you want to see when items are selling, I do sales videos all the time. I do shorts, and then I also do long format sales videos. So if you like to watch me ramble on about videos, or if I'm great for your ASMR, some people like ASMR. My daughter does, like, she tries to do an ASMR video, so she has her own little channel that she started. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.